the April 10th, 2019 meeting of the Tilton Budget Committee. And we'll start with the Pledge of Allegiance to the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And our first order of business tonight is to elect the chair for the budget committee for the coming year.
I motion Jane Alden to be chair.
I'll second.
All right. Jane Alden has been nominated. Any others? Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? All right. The next we have discussion of old and new business. Old
Vice
business.
Vice chair.
What?
Vice chair.
Oh, nominations for vice chair.
Is it Christine that's done that?
That is good. I nominate Bill Lawrence.
I'll accept the nomination.
Second.
Second.
Yeah.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Good job.
Okay. And first thing we have two sets of minutes to get out of the way. And on the first set is for 1/30/19.
Don't need a set.
I don't have any with me, yeah.
Do you have a set?
Mm-hmm.
I think I read them, but I don't remember.
Okay. I have quite a few corrections on this one. I have a lot of corrections on page 1, primarily. And it's not the gist of the minutes, it's a little adding. First paragraph, Pledge of Allegiance due to, between do and being, add to.
Mm-hmm.
The next one I have Chairman Alden made the, in the next paragraph, Chairman Alden made the motion, add made.
Where are you? Are these January 30th meetings?
January 30th.
Okay.
Okay, the next paragraph, the first to address the committee is Peter Fogg, representing the Sewer Commission. This is the pass-through budget. And then I put, the budget is level funded. Okay? And the next sentence, I crossed out under the and just started engineering with a capital letter. And next paragraph, be sure you put everybody's last name. You've got Bill L. Okay, just for future reference, in case anybody reads them 20 years from now, we want Bill's name. When Bill and I are dead and gone. Ask if, instead of are, all are raised by fees. Then the next sentence where it says Peter said could put the information on bills when sent out. I put in Peter said they could put the information on bills. Next one, Bill Lawrence asked what did you have for repairs? I'm going to take this call because it's Christine, okay? Hello? Yeah. That's okay, we have a quorum, so don't bother. I'm sure. As long as we have a quorum, okay? We already have. Me. Okay, all right. All right, honey, thank you, bye. I told her we had a quorum and not to bother to come because she's really very stressed out right now. I would be too. All right, the paragraph beginning, with John Scanlon, see that one? Bill Lawrence asked, and what did you have for repairs? And I put, I thought it would be better to say what were repairs and maintenance. And again, make sure Joanna Ames's name is written out. Then the very last paragraph on that page, I had Bill Lawrence ask about its administrative assistant. Next page, second paragraph, Bill Lawrence asked if there is if janitorial is outsourced. I'll give you this when I get through. Okay. Next correction I had was down where it says, Bill Lawrence asked about health officer. Instead of has various descriptions for the position, I put there are various descriptions for the position. And at some point, so I add an and put there are. Down at the very bottom, next to the last paragraph, Lowe's could need extra hauling or need extra dump trucks. And that's all, that's what I had. Anybody have any other?
I move we accept the minutes with the corrections. Second.
All in favor? Any more? Okay, all in favor? Aye.
Abstain.
Opposed? Okay. Next, the minutes for February 6, 2019.
Or this. February 6th.
I have one.
What day was that, Jane?
February 6th. I didn't have anything on the first page. On the second page, third paragraph down, it's Eric Pyra, P-Y-R-A. And it's Tom Damon, not Ken Damon. In that same paragraph, where it says the cost would be $350,000 with a purchase and sales agreement contingent on selling the current police station, and then just crossed out, which hopefully is in the works. Then two paragraphs down, starting with Dick Olson, ask if we're keeping the football field instead of field. then the last page, very end, discussion of police department, 8th officer to be kept in the budget to hire. Unanimous vote, motion voted, motion passed. Then I put, since there were no further questions from the audience, Chairman Jane Alden closed the public hearing. And then cross out unanimous vote, because you don't have to vote on closing the hearing.
I'll take that one from you too.
Okay? Any others?
Sorry, I'm reading on my phone. I move we accept as notated.
I'll second that. Any more, Ted? All in favor? Aye.
I'll abstain.
Okay. Moving right along. There was a question about the budget committee agenda that was set out, and it just said old and new business. So for those of you who ever have a question, when we have regular meetings, we always do the minutes. And until we get into the outside agencies, all we do is review the budget if we have one. Like, we didn't get one before. Beginning next month, Tim will get one to us before we have the meeting, so you'll have a chance to go through it. And then the next thing we have, you have the budget that Tim provided. And rather than go through this, since this is the first time we got it, since it is the new budget based on town meeting, go over this carefully and we'll discuss it at our next meeting. There are some notes, however. There's a sheet on the front that's a reconciliation. Just a couple of things. Under administrative, the Lakes Region Mutual Aid and all other insurance costs account for over $130,000 in the first quarter cost, and those are paid in the first quarter. Finance, the debt is front-loaded. The debt is front-loaded. IT, the software is largely front-end loaded at 60%.
What do you mean by that?
It's paid up front the
They
first
pay it
year.
up front.
Oh, okay.
So when you look,
So you'll look like, it looks like they've spent 60%.
so way on
year to
the
date.
right-hand column on your budget, Bill, it will say 25% spent or 100% spent or
Okay.
whatever. You'll see 100% spent, and you say, well, it's only March and it's town meeting. Why?
Oh, yeah.
And that's why.
Yeah, sure.
So that's why we have this little cheat sheet, if you will.
Good, yeah.
Police and public works are largely on schedule now. And all the other budget centers are actually under at this point in time. So that looks good. But go over the budget, and if we don't have the next one by May, which we may not have by the second Tuesday of the month, we'll use this as, so review it, and if you have any questions, usually any questions will stand out, and it will usually be something, like, and I don't know whether this will show or not, but like trees were just cut. That may show up somewhere, because I don't know who paid for it.
Eversource.
Eversource paid for it, so that won't show up. But let's say that we had to pay for it,
Sure, yeah.
and that would show up because it was a sudden thing, and we might have questions on that. And Tim is very good at
don't
providing.
Right, you don't have the manifest underneath here, the payroll,
Yeah,
of what's being spent in this budget.
okay. Traditionally, in July, we have not had a meeting, and I want to know how you guys feel about that.
Sounds good to me.
Okay, so we won't have a meeting in July. All right, and the only other thing I have is that, everything is pretty slow until we get to the outside agencies. And in past years, we have said that if the outside agencies do not have their requests in by October 1st, we won't take them. So, and does everybody agree that that's a good cutoff time? If those are not in?
Well, we don't always go by that. I mean, last year,
Well-
we made exceptions.
We didn't really make a lot of exceptions. We made exceptions because they didn't get their letters.
Okay.
I think there was one case where they didn't get the letters.
Were we sending that letter out certified mail? This time?
I don't think she does send it out certified mail.
Yeah, we should do that, because that's the only way that we'll know
If
for
they
certain
receive
it.
if they actually are gonna respond on time.
And I believe that you have all that information, is that correct?
Probably in my book there.
Okay. If you don't have it, let me know, and we'll make sure that you have all the information
Okay.
of what the agencies are. And you may have some new ones, because if people come in and want to do it,
Mhm.
we allow them to. And I can tell you one right now, you're going to get a request from First Impressions, which is the new Main Street program. They're going to request money. That I know for a fact.
Well, for the celebrations, they've already done.
They've
that.
already done theirs.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
It's the same kind of group, right?
No. The First Impressions is a
Oh, yeah,
replacement.
well, I was part
some-
of that group.
yeah,
That was
yeah.
Working with Pittsfield. And
No,
it was a
no.
UNH.
They've expanded.
We've
program.
expanded,
Yeah,
you
so
know.
changed the name.
Okay, so they've become more of a different
Yes.
organization.
Yeah. I'll make sure you're on the mailing list.
Well, I am, but just their meetings are, I can never make it because they're at a weird
They're
time.
during the day, I know.
Yeah, like 4 o'clock on work day, so hard to make it.
The one thing that I want to say is the selectmen are coordinating with Tim, are looking forward to doing the budget early this year in August. They're going to start in August.
Okay.
So I'm not sure how that would reflect on our own department heads. We're going to start fairly quickly in August. Letters will go out and so on and so forth. We've made some changes in cutoff dates for payroll, paid out times and things like that in November instead of late December. And there's going to be some changes in that venue there that we've made. So if that's happening, do you want to keep the October 1st date for outside agencies? Or do you want to, I remember years ago, we started in September with a cutoff of October, but when they came in, we started to schedule them. It's up to you, just an idea.
Well, I think what we're saying is that the cutoff will be October.
So when are we going to send them out as a budget committee?
And she's got to check to see if she has all the information and see when they've been sent out in the past.
So if we have, we know we have Franklin V&A, we know we have,
What we do is send them out to the people
But when?
that we send them out to. Well, she's got the records. She's got to check on the records.
Well, that's what I'm saying, that if it's in September and you want them to come in October, can we back that up, Madam Chair? Perhaps maybe looking at sending them out in August and giving them a little bit more time to prepare their
I
budget.
believe that we do send
have
them
it
out in
done.
August. That's why she's going to check and see. Will you check on that, and at our next meeting, we can make that decision
Okay.
as to when the letters go out?
Could we actually send out an email with a return receipt instead of paying for the certified mail?
Johanna did both, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you could just do that and
Save some money there, too, you know.
should get a return receipt that they
Right.
accepted. There's no need to spend
Yeah.
the $4 per letter, for certified mail.
And I don't see why, Marina, we can't use the same letter, just making a few changes in it. And there's a form that goes with it.
Yeah, that's the form that you have right there.
Mm-hmm. Who updates these?
Hmm?
Who updates these? to change it.
Yeah,
Well,
Who updates
I'm
the
not,
letter?
well, Johanna
Johanna.
used to do it, so we need the electronic copy of it, and then you can update it.
okay,
Just ask Tim for the electronic copy of it.
all right.
All right, and if he does not have an electronic copy of it, then he can make an electronic copy of it.
and when you get that, give me a call,
Okay,
Then you can
Okay.
make the necessary adjustments.
and we should have everybody's email address, but I don't know that we do.
But they should respond to the email by a certain date, if not, then you send out a certified letter. Right.
Yeah.
So let's say in the middle of September, if they haven't responded, then that's when we send out the
Right.
certified letter, and
Yeah.
then that should suffice.
Yeah. And in the last 2 years, we have said if they don't get it back, unless there's a legitimate reason, and there are going to be legitimate reasons. For instance, one year, there was a brand new executive director, and the information never got to the new executive director, so she didn't, or he, I don't even remember who it was now, never got the correspondence, because it went to the old person who apparently took it when they left. So there are gonna be some exceptions like that. Or if there's a conflict and they can't come on a particular date, when we get to setting meetings,
which we've had.
but, which we have had in the past, okay? But that person never really showed up. I mean, 3 different times, and as far as I was concerned, the reasons for not showing up were not legitimate reasons. One was because the boss wanted him to go to a party instead, and that, to me, is not a, if you want money from the town, then you're going to have to,
Be a time more responsible.
yeah, be more responsive to it. Okay, is there any other new business?
Upcoming new business is, there's personnel changes coming about. And our town planner is leaving. And one of our highway laborers is leaving.
Okay. And you'll be replacing them?
We are replaced, we've got ads out for both, we've got resumes in for highway. And we're making arrangements for sending out Darius. Darius' last day,
This Friday?
Friday, I believe Wyatt's last day is Friday too.
All right. Any other business?
Motion adjourned.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you, guys.
Marie, do you want to get the camera, or do you want me to?
Okay, good night.
It's been so long, it's